raise issues pertaining to their constituents, particularly on this very topical matter of social health insurance, because it involves the people that give us a mandate to come to this house, Mr. Speaker. And it's very enlightening. Mr. Speaker, you know, sometimes I get very disappointed, and unfortunately, some of those people that I see in this house sometimes shout in funerals and rallies that SHA is not working. When the minister is before us now, instead of, you know, it is allowed for a village blogger to say those kind of things, but not for a member of parliament, because you have the opportunity to ask the minister questions like members are doing this morning on issues which the citizens are facing with SHA. I wish some of those colleagues were here this morning. Be that as it may, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the minister, particularly on Section 42 of this Act. You know, this Act, Mr. Speaker, is very dear to us as Senate. Mr. Minister, you may not be aware, but we passed the social health laws, all the 4 of them, in the sweltering heats of Turkana. 4 days of extreme work, and therefore we understand this law fairly well, and that's why we continue to demand that it must work for our people the way we envisioned. Mr. Speaker, Section 42 of that law, Parliament demanded that at the end of 3 months, actually the wording is within 3 months at the end of a financial year, Parliament is supposed to receive a report from the minister on the operations of Social Health Authority. I want the minister to confirm to the House that in that report that he shall be sending, or perhaps even if possible, Mr. Speaker, he can send a partial report to this House on 3 items that are very important to us as a House. Number 1 is on the spread of county compensation to the health facilities, county by county, so that we are able to know how much in compensation to public health facilities has gone to specific counties, Mr. Speaker. And I explained yesterday on the floor of this House why that is important. And I want that to be sent because I think it was Senator Mogenio who I had him say on the floor yesterday that SHA is not working. So I want to see if there's any compensation that is going to Nyamira County, as well as all the other counties. Why I want this to be published, Mr. Speaker, is so that we are able to know if our citizens are accessing the services that they are being paid for, because those are the people that sent us to this House. And this is something that I have asked the minister, including in our private conversation. The second thing that must feature in that report, Mr. Minister, is the penalties that you have referred to and say that there are members of staff of SHA that are about to be taken to court because of issues of fraud. If there is something that can bring down this very noble initiative, Mr. Speaker, it is fraud. And therefore it will be important for Parliament to be appraised on how this system has been able to detect fraud, who are the officers that were involved, including the professionals like the doctors and the nurses and the people that you've said aid and abet this crime, Mr. Speaker, so that we are able to read out a list and know that there is a Dr. XYZ who works in Hospital Z in County Y, and this is what they attempted to do, and for that reason, they've been barred and they've been taken to prison, because that is where they belong. Because, Mr. Speaker, we moved the amendments. When this law came to Parliament, in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I know I've taken long, but let me just make the final remark about it, Mr. Speaker. When this law came before the House, the penalty that had been prescribed, just like all laws that come from the AG's office, was just 1 million shillings. But we moved actually that fine from 1 million to 20 million Kenya shillings, Mr. Speaker, because it was in the best interest of the people of Kenya that anybody who tries to cheat the system is punished by law, so that we can save and help these facilities. Therefore, on that account, Mr. Speaker, I expect that the minister will give us a report of all the fraud that has been detected, the people that have been involved, not just the facilities alone, but the personnel as well that are doing this fraud. The last thing, Mr. Speaker, I am concerned on the rate of rejected claims, particularly in the county that I represent in this House. I was at a public event in a place called Kapkatet a few weeks ago, and the citizens raised concern with me and said, Senator, of all the claims that we have filed, almost 50% are being rejected. What is it that SHA expects of us as a health facility to do? Therefore, Minister, you must tell us as a House, including your officers, to offer subsequent or sufficient training, Mr. Speaker, to health facilities so that they don't provide the service and those claims are rejected because at the end of the day, particularly for public health institutions, Mr. Speaker, service has already been rendered, and we don't want to sink them in debt. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Shakil Abdallah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my question is